Mom Hacks, episode number 12. My name is Krista, and I am your host. It's April 26th, 2023, and today's show is another short episode covering a few highlights from the last 3 to 4 weeks worth of parenting news. So I've scoured parenting headlines over the past month to bring a few key news items that I believe are relevant to us as parents. But before we jump into these stories, I just want to say thanks for tuning in, Mama. As of this recording, I am chasing around a 4.5-year-old, almost 5-year-old, that no amount of Googling, mom groups, or what to expect when you're expecting books were able to prepare me for. There's a lot of stuff people don't talk about when it comes to pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, and postpartum. And as someone who was previously terrified of childbirth, parenthood, and all that follows, I am here to help you pull back that curtain on all of it. And every now and then, it may get a little messy. We may share a little TMI, but that's why you're here, right? My goal is that you will leave every episode feeling refreshed, inspired, and hopeful, knowing you are not on this mom journey alone. Now, we have a lot of subject matter to cover when it comes to mom life, and we are covering it all. So let's roll forward with these 4 news stories that I think you'll find relevant and helpful. The first story is from Good Morning America back on April 20th. And I have to say this news story actually hits really close to home for me. So the news is called Swim Instructor Warns Parents Against Blue Swimsuits for Kids. Now, summer is just around the corner. Our pool opens up here in about a month or so, and we're actually getting ready to start with swim lessons for our little one. And you know what I just did about a week or so ago? I bought a solid blue swimsuit. So you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to throw that blue swimsuit in the trash, because if you take a look at this news story, Nikki is a mom and swim instructor in Florida, and she shows how difficult it is to see if and when your kids are struggling in the pool if they're wearing blue swimsuits. Definitely, we should be putting our kiddos in basically anything but blue. She recommends bright neon colors, busy patterns, so that as our kiddos are running around and they're in the pool, we can make sure it's really easy to spot them and keep eyes on them. So I'm really thankful I landed on this news story, because like I said, I literally a week ago bought this blue long-sleeved rash guard swimsuit for my daughter, and I'm gonna throw it in the trash. I can't return it, unfortunately, but I am tossing it, and I will be purchasing a new one, probably a pretty neon one. Definitely something that is not blue. So as we're moving forward with summer and getting ready to prepare for all those fun water activities and pool time, definitely keep this in mind. Check out this news story. I'm linking to all the stories in my show notes. News item number 2 that I want to cover with you today is a Today Show piece about the Fisher-Price Rock and Play. The name of the story is Grieving Parents Demand Online Listings for Rock and Plays Be Removed Before More Babies Die. So if you're not familiar with the issue here, basically this product, the Fisher-Price Rock and Play, has been associated with approximately 100 infant deaths. So I really think that's all I need to say about this story. You can check out the news item to read more details and learn about why this product should not be on the market. It should not be available for purchase online or in store or anywhere. So if you are looking into this product, or if you have a friend who is looking at getting one online or thinking about it, or if they have one and they're thinking about selling it, whatever the case may be, the product, the Rock and Play, should just go in the dumpster, okay? And kiddos should not be in it. Now, Mother's Day is just around the corner as of the release of this episode. It is just over 2 weeks away, about 17 or 18 days away. So if you have not purchased that Mother's Day gift for the special mom or moms in your life, Parents.com has put together a great list, 20 Mother's Day gifts on Amazon for every mom, and they're all under $50. So I'm going to link to a few of my favorites on this list. Hint, hint, for any special people in my life looking for that perfect Mother's Day gift. Just saying. I saw several items that I would love to receive on Mother's Day. For me, at the end of the day, Mother's Day is not about special gifts. The most special gifts in my life are my loved ones. So I am definitely excited to spend Mother's Day with those special people in my life. I hope you are able to do that too. The fourth and final story I want to share with you today is a Q&A from U.S. News and World Report with former Reading Rainbow host LeVar Burton and Jenny McKenzie on the literacy crisis. Now, when I came across this story, I'll admit I geeked out a little bit when I saw that LeVar Burton was a part of this documentary. Any other Reading Rainbow fans in the house? When I was a kid, I watched Reading Rainbow on PBS all the time. So I love that LeVar Burton is the executive producer of this documentary. It's called The Right to Read, and the film is currently being screened in multiple cities across the country, and it focuses on efforts to improve children's literacy through the stories of several individuals and other families as well. In the show notes, I'll be linking to both the U.S. News and World Report story as well as the CBS Mornings video where they interviewed both LeVar and Jenny about this documentary. But from the U.S. News and World Report story, there is a quote that I just wanted to share with you that really resonated with me. Burton said, "If you can't read in at least one language, then in terms of a democracy, you can't read the ballot. You can't read the initiatives, the propositions. So the idea of being a participant in this experiment of democracy, how many people are we leaving out? How many people are we just failing to equip with the skills necessary to navigate life in the modern world? As we used to say on Reading Rainbow, you can pick up a book and take a look. No one can hold sway over your heart or your mind because you have the wherewithal to discover and discern the truth for yourself. That's freedom." So as someone who is a huge reader and certainly an advocate for literacy and reading, I highly recommend you check out these stories. I have not watched this documentary yet, but I'm really excited to check it out. You can find more details in both stories about this documentary. Those are the key news items that I thought you would find helpful from the last couple weeks worth of news headlines relating to mom life, parenting, etc. Were there more that I could have curated for you? Of course, but we only have so much time in the day, and I thought that those were the most relevant, tangible topics that I should deliver to you in this moment. Before I go today, I have to share some celebratory news with you. Secret Mom Hacks has been approved for a press pass to attend the Mom 2.0 conference out in Arizona. Y'all, I am pumped. This event is May 7th through 9th out in Scottsdale, and it is a yearly gathering that brings together a community of bloggers, podcasters, influencers, business leaders to discuss and explore topics related to motherhood, marketing, and media. So there's going to be keynotes, panel discussions, and workshops covering a huge range of topics, including social media, content creation, entrepreneurship, and parenting. So obviously, as a podcast host, all of that is very much of interest to me. So I'm really excited to attend Mom 2.0 because I know it's going to give me this great opportunity to connect with other like-minded mamas, hopefully learn some new skills, get some valuable insights from experts in the industry. And I know it's going to give me this platform to network with other moms, share our experiences, and hopefully build relationships with some great folks that I otherwise would not have gotten the opportunity to connect with. I'm really excited because this is my first major event as a podcaster. So being there to represent Secret Mom Hacks at Mom 2.0, this is going to be a really great supportive environment for me and many other moms where we can feel empowered and inspired to go after our goals, pursue our passion. And I really think it's going to be a transformative experience, both personally and professionally. I cannot wait to unpack with you all that I learned from this event. So be sure that you're following along with me on social media, on Instagram, Facebook. Those are really where I am active the most. You can check out all of my social media handles over at secretmomhacks.com. So let's face it, it's hard to take care of those you love if you're not taking care of yourself. So just that gentle reminder to Stay hydrated. Grab that big water tumbler, fill it up, drink as many ounces as you can. Okay, don't drown yourself in water, but you know what I mean. Drink a reasonable amount of water, stay hydrated, jump outside, take that quick lap around the block, around your neighborhood, around your office park, wherever you are. Get that heart going a little bit. As my grandmother would say, she would say, ladies don't perspire, they glisten. So just get in some activity that's going to get your heart rate going, help you glisten. Amazing. Also, don't forget to wash your face, slather on that great overnight moisturizer before you slip into those sheets. And also don't forget that sunscreen in the morning. Your skin is going to thank you. Okay, thanks so much for spending some time with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, if you found this mini episode helpful covering the top parenting headlines, please subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a 5-star rating and leave a review sharing your favorite takeaways so far. Make sure you stop by secretmomhacks.com where you can find transcripts, resources, and more. Stay tuned for next week's episode. And until then, you've got this, mama.